Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the Theme Park Evangelist. So, with the remaining phone battery that I do have, because I've used up so much phone battery over the past few days, just doing lots of YouTubing and editing, all that fun stuff. But last, I have finally reached the end of my Star Wars weekends memories. I know it's crazy. I never thought I would ever reach the end, and yet I did. And here we are. I'm gonna talk to you guys basically about what I did in the final year and why I don't have any autographs to show you guys, but I do have pictures and a little bit of video footage. And just my overall experience of attending Star Wars weekends. Of course, what I would have liked to do Star Wars weekends now that I'm older, and how I would have appreciated more will be covered. So, of course, on the very final year, when I went to Star Wars weekends, we did try to get there early. I don't remember why we didn't get any autograph sessions or get to go to any. For all I know, there could have been a possibility of we saw everybody we wanted to see, or the people that we really wanted to see. Um, had already handed out all their autographs for the day, and my brother and I just determined, well, I guess it's just not worth it this year to do it. But my brother and I did discover or decide that we would at least watch all the shows for sure. And of course, in 2014, that was the very last year that they were showing any of the Star Wars weekend shows in the Premiere Theater over by Muppet Vision 3D, because of the fact that they were about to tear down everything that was back there, including Lightsmore's action, and basically turn it into Star Wars land. So that was basically what was going on with that. And by 2015, construction was already underway for all that stuff. So yeah, 2015 was kind of a down year for Star Wars weekends. Disney had to compromise and improvise, for that matter, on how they're going to do things. So they decided, well, we'll basically not run some of the shows of Beating the Beast live on stage, and we'll hold Star Wars weekends here instead, just for a little bit. So all the shows that were being held for Star Wars weekends were over at the Beating the Beast live on stage, um, area, and I thought that was kind of interesting that they had done it there. Of all the years I've ever attended Star Wars weekends, had never been there. It always been in the Premiere Theater, which is dark and air conditioned, and then they put us in this outdoor area, and they put us on very uncomfortable benches. It's like I kind of want the comfortable chairs again. This is not as nice. And unfortunately, the Stormtrooper skit was very lame that year as well. In fact, it's so lame I'm not even going to show it to you guys. Besides, you can't even see me. And the sad part is, there was a few times that we got in line, like for the a conversation with Frank Oz, because it was the only year they could get Frank Oz to come. It was such a long line, which, by the way, they had to use Sunset Boulevard to form a line to get people into that show, or all the shows, I should say. We were basically stuck on the bleachers in the very back, so yeah, that show is definitely not the greatest. In fact, some of the shows were stuck, or we were stuck in the very back. I don't know why. I guess it was just all timing. We just were really bad on timing that day for whatever reason, just getting to the shows. I'm just glad we got into the shows, for that matter. I mean, come on. It was definitely, an interesting atmosphere having to go over there. I'm sure the star celebrities were thinking the same thing. It's like, yeah, this is, different. We're not used to this. We're used to being in the Premiere Theater, which is a lot nicer than this, but it's just as one and only time. And you know what? It was the very last year that Disney would ever hold Star Wars weekends, because they decided to cancel it after that year. In fact, they made it official online saying that Star Wars Weekends would be officially canceled after this year and never come back ever again because of Star Wars Land. They decided that they didn't need the money from it anymore, and that Star Wars Land was basically going to make them all the profits that they needed from that point on. So, for my brother and I, we were very disappointed, especially since I was finally getting old enough to finally appreciate it and old enough to drive out there and kind of do all that good stuff. But you know what? It was good while it lasted, and that's all that matters. It was kind of a bittersweet kind of day, and we only went the one time. It's not like 2014, which I'll admit right now, that was a little bit of a confusing year to explain to you guys. So, the first time that we went, which was the pictures with Jar Jar Binks and Peter Mayhew, that was May 17th, 2014, which today is May 17th, 2020. So it's been officially 6 years that my brother and I went to Star Wars Weekends and met Peter Mayhew. Well, I saw him, Jonathan met him. And I did see him kind of from right next door, because I took a picture of him. Obviously, I'm not going to yell out to him, because for one thing, I'm not going to get kicked out, and for another thing, I'm not going to scare him. So I was like, yeah, I'm just glad I got to at least see him in person, and that's all that matters. I got to see him in person there. I got to see him in person. Of course, actually, that's the closest I've ever been to him. What am I saying? But I mean, I got to see him in person, of course, in the parade. I've got to see him in person right next door to him. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely try to make do with what I had. And then, of course, the second time I went to Star Wars Weekends, I don't remember offhand if Rana was there both times or just the one. It might have been both times, and I just don't remember offhand. But I do remember that in 2014 as well, my brother met Mark Hamill, and that was the second time around. That was the time that we went for my brother's birthday, and my brother also met Billy Dee Williams. In fact, he had just met Billy Dee Williams, and he got in line with me, and Mark Hamill just happened to be coming down at the same exact time. And of course, it's hard to remember all these things when it's been so long since it's all happened. It's like 2013, the very first year we ever started watching the shows. I was so happy we did even get to find out about those, because they certainly made a difference in 2015, that's for sure. It's just too bad we didn't know about them sooner. And I know that we probably wouldn't have done so much park hopping if we had known about the shows. I know we have done park hopping even with the shows to our advantage, but I don't think we did it as often. It was obvious in 2014 we did park hop because you did see us go to Epcot. So, overall, I would definitely say that Star Wars Weekends was very fun. It was very enjoyable. I'm glad I got to do it while it lasted. I really wish I could do it again. I wish I could go back in time and just relive it all over again. But you know what? God wants us to move forward. God wants us to enjoy the here and now, and that's what I'm going to do. So, the very first clip I'm going to show you guys is the motorcade, just to be different. Then when we come back, I will discuss a little bit more and show you guys the pictures, and that should be it.
Disney Channel series So Raven, and can currently be heard as Neil the Mover in the Disney Kingdom hit Sophia the Virgin. As the voice of Gaga in the Ultimate Spider-Man. She is also the creator of her universe and a barrel line especially designed for fangirls. But Star Wars fans know her best as the voice of Padawan Ahsoka Tano in Star Wars: The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. Please welcome Ashley Eckstein. Thumbs down. Our next guest started his film and television career at a
shake your head like.
Starring such hit productions as Thunderstruck and Bucket and Skinner's Epic Adventures. But Star Wars fans know him best as young con artist Edward Bridger in the popular Disney XD series Star Wars Rebels. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to Star Wars Weekend, Caleb Bray.
Yes, Zach. I don't think he wants to look at us. He knows what's up.
Our next talented guest is a Hollywood action star, featured in such blockbusters as Sleepy Hollow and X-Men, and the hit TV show Heroes. He also played the Ninja Snake Eyes in G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, and its sequel, G.I. Joe Retaliation. But Star Wars fans know him as that relentless Sith-rolling. Please welcome Ray Hawk. Star Wars characters of all time. Chewbacca.
Yeah, Peter Mayhew! He always seems to be in a pleasant mood.
Our next visiting celebrity guest is a Hollywood veteran.
Here we go.
One credits span an amazing variety of skills over a 5-decade career. As an accomplished filmmaker, he's directed such Hollywood hits as Hail Sharp Horror, The United Soldiers, Goldfinger, and The Dark Crystal. As an actor and puppeteer, he's the voice of Fozzie Bear, Sam the Eagle, and Miss Piggy from the Muppets.
Are you kidding me?
Star Wars fans know him best as the voice of the stylish member of the Killer Princess, with the largest capacity to share the light side of the Force.
You're Franklin! I'm my boy! How to get both of them?
Our final celebrity guest is a voice acting legend. Among his numerous credits, he is the voice of Johnny Test, Roger from Ratchet and Clank, Tidus from Final Fantasy X, Lego Spider-Man, and Yondu and Cosmo the Dog from the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy animated series, and the world's most famous caveman, Fred Flintstone.
I think he saw you.
But Star Wars fans know his personal voice as Jedi Masters Obi-Wan Kenobi and Plo Koon from the hit computer animated TV series Star Wars The Clone Wars and the hit Disney XD series Star Wars Rebels. Please welcome your Star Wars Weekend host, James Arnold Taylor.
So now that you guys have seen the motorcade, I figured I'd just talk to you guys a little bit more. So I do have about 30 photos to show you guys just of 2015. Obviously, most of these are Frank Oz because it was the very first year and ever time that he got to go to Star Wars Weekend. So it was very exciting. I'm glad that I did go that year because it made it worth it just seeing Frank Oz. I was so excited. You know, I'm a huge Frank Oz fan, considering he is well known for Yoda, the original Yoda that we all know. I don't remember offhand if Frank Oz has played as Yoda in the newer movies as of right now. I have to go back and look. Shows I'm not completely a true Star Wars fan. Only a true Star Wars fan would know that. So I got to hear James Arnold Taylor and Frank Oz just kind of conversing back and forth. Right there in the Beating the Beast live on stage show, and then of course I got to see him in the motorcade, which you guys just got to see him there. I apologize that my finger was in the way of the camera a lot in the motorcade, so my finger was not blocking the camera here in the present, because of course I use my phone to videotape the parade that I videotaped with an older phone of mine back a long time ago. So I held my phone in front of the laptop, and of course I was all recording back at 5 years ago. No, my younger self was holding his finger or my finger in front of the camera lens consistently. This was a year before I became a YouTuber. Keep that in mind. So a year before I became a YouTuber, I was already showing that I sucked at holding the camera, and just I had no idea how to videotape all that well. I mean, look back at how bad of a YouTuber I used to be when I first started in 2016, when I only had roughly 30 subscribers, and here I am 4 years later. I have like over 70 more than I first started back 4 years ago, and I still plan on bettering myself just to prove to you guys that, you know, everybody can change, everybody can improve here and there. I always am looking for new content. You know, I still have the same people that I YouTube with, and you never know, I might have more over the years. I mean, only God knows our future, and it's our future is not to be discovered until God allows us to get there. And I'm so excited to see how I can improve my YouTube channel as we head into the next decade, and you know, as I get newer and better technology to improve my YouTube channel with, I'm hoping that I can make it better. And I'm always looking to the internet and to other people to see how I can improve my YouTube channel. I've, you know, even bumped into other YouTubers, and you know, I've just talked to them and just got to know them a little bit. But I would say I've used their YouTube channels more so to help improve myself, and just to see how they've started and how they've improved themselves. And I've watched to see what kind of YouTubing equipment they've used over the years, and I've just kind of gone from there. So I think I'm done making YouTube videos for the day. I'm a little tired today. Still a little tired from the past week. Now tomorrow is supposed to rain all day long. I don't really have anything going on the rest of today or tomorrow, but I kind of just want to take a little break and just kind of have some me time. Everybody needs some me time, you know. So I figured tomorrow I would do another video with the laptop, and I would just talk to you guys about how the coronavirus is still going on around here, and what's going on with the coronavirus down in Central Florida from TJ's end. In some ways, I kind of want to do a Zoom call with TJ. I might even ask him if we could do a Zoom call and I could YouTube it. That would be kind of cool. So I'll have to see if I can even make that happen. I would definitely like to make that a possibility. I'll have to look into it and see if I can even record a Zoom call and put it all on YouTube. So hopefully I'll know something by tomorrow. If not, I'll just YouTube myself. And just talk to TJ ahead of time. But it would be really cool if I could talk to TJ through a Zoom call and YouTube, put it, like videotape it and then put it all on YouTube. Now that would be interesting. Anyways, guys, I will see you in the next vlog. When obviously this clip is over, you'll see all the pictures that I've taken from Star Wars Weekends. So I'm saying obviously because of the fact that I did not forget about that. I'm sure you guys are like, please let us see the pictures. Like, yes, I promise. When this clip is over, I'm going to do my normal outro, and then we'll just go right into the pictures. And then if you stick away all the way around, all the way to the end, then you'll see the Theme Park Evangelist logo and all that good stuff at the very end. So I will see you guys in the next vlog. And always remember, You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great day. Peace out.